All right, welcome back to Empire of the Sun. And I went ahead and fast forwarded it a little bit just because the first couple of cards weren't terribly interesting. He had went ahead and played this card. His first card was Hurricane Task Force, the Biak Invasion. So what he did was he went ahead and launched the attack to Vogelkop. He had the Australian unit here. If you remember, he had the Australian unit here, and he had the Japanese naval infantry unit there. So he went ahead and played this card and attacked north. Then he was able to take Vogelkop, no problem. I didn't really think I was going to hold on to it, but because I missed the intelligence die roll. I think I rolled a 9 or an 8 or something like that, and I had to have hit at least a 4. I couldn't react with these reaction stacks that I put together. Otherwise, I would have been able to react with the Ryujo, maybe brought this half army down, put up a fight, but that didn't happen. So, oh well, I missed reaction. I missed the intelligence. So that was something that didn't happen. So he went ahead and took Vogelkop, and that is 1. So he takes 1 progress of the war. He has to take 4. He has to take 4 progress of the war. Now he got from 4 to 3. So he took 1. So that's the card he played. And then what happened is that he decided to he played a second card. He played this card, which is the New China Army card, which is the Stilwell Burma offensive. So he uses it on the SEAC HQ, and he does a lot of moving around in Burma to fix up his defenses. But he also does an air attack on my armies here in Mandalay. So just to show you what happens, he 1 + 4 or 5 activations on SEAC, right? So he got 5 activations. So off he goes. So you might say, oh, by the way, just to show you the bonus, he says that the Allies receive 1 Chinese ground replacement. Unfortunately, he cannot take ground replacements because they're all full in China. He doesn't have a reduced Chinese unit. And additionally, all Chinese units in range of the activating HQ may be activated for no additional activation cost. So it's a free, to activate this guy is free. It doesn't cost him anything. So he's actually activating 6 guys with the Chinese unit. All right, so anyway, he moves that around just to show you what happened. He moves the armies around, get it all nice. Okay, here we can see he's launching an air raid against my armies here in Mandalay using this air unit and this air unit. That's 19 Allied air power. So I have to hit. I have to hit the EC for him, which was 4, and I did hit it. Just to show you what happened, I hit it, and then I reacted. I reacted with 4. I was able to react with 2 + 1, right? I activated using the South HQ, so that's 1 + 2. The logistics, the ops value of the card. So 1 + 2, I get 3 activations. So what I did was I activated this air unit, this 22 unit, and both of these fellows here. Now why? Normally I would I wouldn't sacrifice. Or what I would do normally is I would just send this guy up, just so they don't have a free shot, a free bombing attack on my armies, because he can, like, if he rolls full result 19, he can reduce one of my armies, right? He can reduce the Korean army. That wouldn't be good. Also, there's a nice little I realize there's an opportunity here. So by reacting like this, I actually am sending 62 air units or air factors into the fight. Okay, so if you look at what he has this and he has this, right? So assuming he gets a full result, okay, he will only be able to flip 1 of these 3 units, right? Because 19 hits, he flips 1, he presumably will flip this, okay, so that's 10, and he doesn't have enough to flip any of the other 2, right? So because that's only he only has 9 left, and everybody's at 10, so you can't flip those guys. Meanwhile, if I roll a full result, 66 is enough to wipe these people out because that's going to wipe out this guy 20 and 30 and 40, and that'll be enough. 66 is going to be more than enough. Actually, I could have just played with 44. That would have been enough. But I did have that one extra activation, so I said, why not? So I threw everybody in just in case I roll, half result or God forbid a quarter result, and that may prove to be decisive, prove to be a difference. So I threw that in there, and sure enough, when we roll dice, just to show you what happens in the next card, I did roll intelligence. I was able to see it coming. I was able to bring this out, and we both rolled a full result. So he was able to do a full result on 19. So he flipped this guy, of course, and I was able to destroy both of these guys. Okay, so I was able to destroy this guy, and I was able to destroy this guy. Oh, by the way, one thing also is that he has a U.S. Army unit. See that? He has the 14th Air Force. Now that it's 1943, the Allies actually get a +1 modifier automatically for any U.S. air that's in action. If the air-naval combat involves a U.S. air unit, he gets a +1 automatic DRM. That's supposed to reflect superior Allied aircraft, superior Allied tactic, air doctrine, that sort of thing. So in this particular case, the +1 didn't help him because he actually, he got a full result. He rolled, I think we both rolled sixes, so 7-6. So that's a full result. I have a full result. So I lost 1 step. He lost 4, which is nice. Granted, he'll be able to get a lot of this back, but it's also nice because then on my later on as I fight here in Burma the rest of this turn, I don't have to worry about all those air steps anymore. I mean, I only have to worry about this guy, and I also have to worry about the carriers, the Hermes and the Indomitable. That's pretty hefty. That's 12 air factors. So that's still a lot to worry about. But at least I got rid of 19. That's something. So all right. So I'll take that. So all right. So that was this card, and I'll go ahead and move on to the next video, and I'll show you what happens next. I do some attacks and so on. I start my Burma offensive, but I have to be very careful. I decided not to go for the big a big push to try to grab everything in the middle of the turn. Try to grab everything in the middle, in the beginning of the turn. Grab Mitkina and go off for that. I decided to take a cautious approach and do these things one by one. I do have a lot of cards. I have a pretty good hand, as I showed you earlier. I had remember I have the Vice Admiral Kondo card, which is quite powerful. I also have this card, which is also quite powerful, and this card is also pretty good. This is a 3 card, which is very nice. This is actually the card I played next, which is the Operation Shogo card. I played that next for the points. All right, so I'll show you that in the next turn, in the next video, and then I'll show you what he does, and I'll bring you up to date on our game. Thank you very much.